So let's talk user experience, because for all of us it sounds super cool, and all of a sudden we're in front of the computer, we got to start clicking buttons, and we get scared, we get nervous, and we
Yeah.
stop moving forward. So walk us from step one. We find somebody's website, we click the next page, we think we're still on their website, but we've magically dumped into your world,
Yeah.
your plugin. Walk us
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah. And so to be clear, you are still on the website. You never actually leave and come to us. We're kind of embedded directly within it. And you wouldn't know that we were there. It looks like it's very proprietary to the business itself. But ultimately, usually what's going to happen is that we're going to be sitting on top of some sort of product catalog, right? So it's like, hey, here are the different sign options that you can pick and choose from. And then there would be potentially like sub options within each maybe size or dimensions of whatever sign it is, and say, hey, here are the available templates that you can pick from. And so you'd pick one, and there'd be like a design now button, right? And it would just open up a really simple editing session right there, right on the page, that they can come in, make some basic changes to the template, upload their logo, maybe change some colors. We make it to where we have a lot of functionality in our editor, but most of our customers actually turn off most of it. You have really easily control to like turn on and off the things that you want. So what they'll do is they'll turn off a majority of it to just simplify the customer experience as much as they can. Get rid of all the things that that would potentially trip them up, that they wouldn't understand, and just leave the things that are going to be covering the majority of what these people are actually wanting to do, and get rid of all the other clutter.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. So, file types. What file types can you guys read?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, when it comes to pulling in templates, right, we've really rallied around the PDF format. We found that customers that have existing designs that they want to kind of as a starting point, either are doing that in InDesign or Illustrator, maybe Figma, and so all of those can export to PDF. So we take that, pull it in, and now we have a template in the system. It's just based on that PDF. Ultimately, all we really need is the fonts to allow the text to be editable. So give us the PDF, give us the fonts. That's the template creation process. When it comes to the output side of it, any sort of mockups that we're showing the user can be done like as JPEGs, PNGs, even TIFF files. But ultimately, for the print ready, it's going to be a print ready PDF, and that PDF can have even some pre-flighting kind of built into it if you wanted. So like we can convert text to outlines, we can make sure everything is getting converted to CMYK using whatever ICC color profile settings that you have. And so we'll do a little bit of that side, but ultimately it's going to be a file that ideally you just drop into your print workflow, and it's kind of ready to go.
Gotcha. Okay. So they don't even need the AI file, the EPS. They can just grab the PDF and dump it in there, and away they go.
That is the idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because a lot of these people, even for myself, hey, I need an AI or I need an EPS before I even get started on this.
Yep.
And you're kind of bridging that gap as well, saying, well, with just a PDF, we can dump this and away we go.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to be super clear, we maintain vectors in that, right? A lot of times you hear about a PDF and it's like, oh, you pull it in, it's flattened or like rasterized fully. And so you've lost the ability, especially in large format, to actually print this at a decent quality. We maintain vectors everywhere. And so no matter what, we're going to be able to size this thing to the extent that we need to. And then on top of that, obviously, if there are raster images, right, we're going to make sure that DPI is high enough. We're going to warn someone if it's not. We're not going to let them continue. We have upscaling, again, built in to where we can actually increase the resolution for them automatically. So all of those pieces are super important to, reduce that back and forth that would otherwise happen after they've submitted an order.
Sure. No, I'm with you on that one. So let's say I do a design. I grab one of your templates, drop my logo in there. I'm pumped. I'm stoked. And then I hit send. I mean, does it take that file and send it to the client?
Usually it's the same checkout process as it would typically be like on a Shopify site or any sort of e-commerce experience, where after they see our design tool, there's just an add to cart button. Right. And so it's like, okay, well, look, I designed this. I potentially looked at like a mock-up or a proof. I've maybe there's a checkbox that says like, I approve this, depending on how much you want them to kind of sign off on this being good to go. But ultimately, they're going to add this thing to their cart, and we're going to associate in whatever kind of shopping cart product that is. We're going to associate the design that they made to that line item in the cart, so that whoever's managing the orders and pulling them out can always have a reference back to it. Also, it's maintained in an editable way. So like if there was something that you needed to change after they've submitted the order, you can actually open it up in our system and easily change it and kind of re-output a PDF. We're saving that. On top of that, if a user comes back and maybe didn't finish the design, we actually still have it saved so they can reopen it and finish like the draft that they have. Or if they want to reorder something and make a small change to it, they can always go back and get that thing and kind of make a copy of it and kind of continue where they left off. So it's really important just to during that shopping cart experience that it's like part of the process as much as possible. We're not changing the general dynamic of a checkout flow. Everyone understands, here's a product, add it to my cart, check out. We're not trying to remove that or change it. We're trying to keep that the same and really just have a simple design step in the middle.